This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
We begin this Thursday morning with some breaking news in the Metro East. We're going to take a live look at a massive house fire where 3 people were able to escape one of the homes. 2 adults and a child made it out unharmed. We're told that 3 homes are on fire, and as you can see, the scene remains active at this time. 2 of those homes, by the way, were vacant. Those homes are destroyed. Now, this is what it looked like just about 30 minutes ago. Check out those flames as firefighters tried to douse them. It started around 4:30 this morning on Portland Place and Vassar Avenue. So if you are in that area, give firefighters plenty of space and try to avoid those streets. We'll try to stay on top of this breaking news story all morning long, and we'll pass along to you any updates as they come into our newsroom. Right now, I just want to say good Thursday morning to you all. It is May the 11th. I'm Randy Nutt.
And I'm Michelle Lee. Of course, we just want to say thanks for joining us, including those of you who might be watching us on 5+. So excited about this whole hour because we also have a special guest coming to tell you about. So it's really cool because there's a St. Louis native coming back home doing really cool stuff. So I can't wait to
bringing a
have
new
you
look
all
to the
meet
world of
her.
Barbies, right?
Yeah. In the meantime, we have Paul Cook keeping an eye on traffic and Anthony keeping an eye on weather.
Yeah, a little showery activity as we head through the day. We're dry for now, but the rain will move in as we head towards late morning and into the early afternoon. This will not be an all-day rain, but every now and again we will have some downpours, and then when it dries out, it will turn humid, but also turning very warm. We're headed into the upper 80s through the next few days. Live look in Arnold, and you can see the clouds have arrived, and we will have a mostly cloudy day for today. The humid air is just to our south, and that's where the showers and thunderstorms are building in from Springfield, Missouri, down towards southern Missouri as well. So we're dry for now, but rain does develop into the afternoon. A warm one today and turning muggy up near 80 degrees. We'll talk about how much rain to expect in total the next few days coming up. Let's get over to Paul now and track our Thursday morning commute. Paul, what's the latest on the roads?
All right, Anthony, thank you very much. 270 northbound at St. Charles Rock Road. We do have an incident here on the ramp. It happened maybe about 30 minutes ago, but they closed the ramp about 15 or 20 minutes ago. 270 northbound at the ramp to St. Charles Rock Road. You can see it here. It's the blue icon. Otherwise, you're seeing a lot of green out there. We are moving very, very well, even in the Westplex coming in. 70 TR Hughes, which can bog down sometimes, moving very well. More traffic coming soon.
Well, Missouri schools now have a new tool to help them in emergencies. It's a state-funded app that allows staff to quickly sound the alarm.
Our Alex Fees is live for us right now in Arnold with just how this app works. Alex?
Michelle and Rennie, that emergency app is a silent panic alerting system. It is free and available to all Missouri charter and public schools. In fact, district officials can sign up for it right now. Now, last month, Missouri contracted with Raptor Technologies to provide the service. The Raptor app streamlines emergency response by allowing staff to quickly initiate an alert for an intruder or other emergency through their mobile device or computer. The silent panic alert works directly with 911 to provide critical information within seconds to first responders, things such as location and campus maps. Also, the app allows school districts to schedule and manage safety drills. Missouri school districts may begin enrolling in the alerting program by going to raptortech.com/Missouri. We'll link you to that website under the As Seen on TV section of KSTK.com. In fact, that is there right now. Also, last week we told you about Missouri area school districts that have qualified for grant funding under the new $900 million state grant program. At 6:30, I'll tell you what that money will do for security on campus. Live this morning in Jefferson County, Alex Fees, 5 on your side.
It was terrifying. I'm still not okay.
This morning, people along Cherokee Street in South St. Louis are furious. This after hearing no charges will be filed against a shooting suspect caught on camera with a gun during the Cinco de Mayo festival. Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner says there just wasn't enough evidence to charge the shooter, but police thought surveillance photos would be enough. Of course, this comes after 2 shootings took place on Cherokee Street last weekend. You can see that security cameras caught the chaos on video. Yesterday morning, police arrested the female suspect. This morning, we're getting reaction from a business owner after the Circuit Attorney's office refused to charge the woman.
I think that's absolutely terrible. We have to understand, what message are we sending to the public? Like, you guys are literally sending her the message that she's the big bad wolf.
Now, along with lack of evidence, the Circuit Attorney's office also says the victims refused to assist. So this morning, we know that the Gardner's office says, quote, it is working closely with police on this ongoing investigation and cannot comment any further. Police are still searching for the male suspect.
The prosecutor's decision not to file charges comes less than a week after Kim Gardner announced that she's resigning on June the 1st. This morning, Missouri Governor Mike Parson is now taking applications for a new top prosecutor in the city of St. Louis. Qualifications include a record of fair and just application of state and local law, strong managerial experience, and being a member of the St. Louis community. The application process will close on May the 15th. The new circuit attorney will serve the remainder of Kim Gardner's term through the end of 2024. Qualified candidates can now apply online. We have a link right now posted for you on KSTK.com.
Well, this morning we are still waiting to learn the fate of gender-affirming care for minors in Missouri. Right now we know there are 2 bills awaiting Governor Mike Parson's signature. Sydney Stallworth is joining us live from downtown West with what these bills mean for Missouri families. Sydney, what can you tell us this morning?
Well, good morning, Michelle. I can tell you that we have learned that Governor Mike Parson plans on signing both of these bills, which restrict who can receive gender-affirming care in the state of Missouri. Now, one of these bills is known as Senate Bill 49, and it means new trans patients under the age of 18 cannot get gender-affirming care. Now, minors who are currently receiving this sort of care are allowed to continue their treatments. But you should know this bill also affects adults. Medicaid will no longer cover gender-affirming care, and surgery will no longer be available to inmates. Now, the other measure, Senate Bill 39, requires athletes to compete on sports teams aligned with their sex assigned at birth, and that applies to kindergarten through college sports, both at public and private schools. Now, supporters of these bills say young people will be protected. Others say this is more about politics than protection, and the bills are harmful.
I don't see this as an LGBTQ issue. I see this as an issue to protect young children.
With legislation like this, it's purely done for political reasons. There's often a bad aftermath for a lot of people.
Now, if Governor Parson signs these bills, then trans youth in the state of Missouri will have to go out of state to receive gender-affirming care if they're just starting those treatments, and that'll go into effect as soon as August 28th. Now, these bills would be in effect all the way until 2027. Now, we have heard from some LGBT plus advocacy groups that say these bills are already affecting Missouri families even before the governor's signature. We're going to hear why in the next half hour. But for now, reporting live in downtown West, I'm Sydney Stallworth. 5 on your side.
Thank you, Sydney. Today, the St. Charles Police Department is calling on the community to remember fallen officers. The 31st annual Peace Officers Candlelight Service starts at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Attorney General Andrew Bailey is the guest speaker. It will be at the St. Charles Memorial Gardens on West Clay Street.
All right, let's get you an update on our Weather First forecast. And this morning we are tracking 2 things, rain, but also humidity. And both of those are expected to increase and develop as we go into the afternoon. So this morning, just spotty showers moving in from the south. Those will arrive in the metro area sometime around lunchtime. Should be just light to moderate rain. Won't last terribly long, and then we'll warm up near 80 degrees with some dry time this afternoon. But notice the thunderstorms become more widespread this afternoon. And this will be the pattern through the weekend, on and off rain, but turning humid up near 90 on Saturday. We'll talk about when we'll see some cooler, less humid air coming up.
Thanks so much, Anthony. The nationwide COVID public emergency is officially over. It ended just 6 hours ago, actually. We're going to explain what this means if you get the virus, need a test, or want a vaccine.
Coming to an end, a border policy is set to expire tonight. How U.S. officials are now preparing for a surge of migrants.
And a learning lab is set to open in St. Louis City. The high-tech gear you're going to find inside.
And we want to go back over to Metro East right now, where we continue to follow some breaking news in Washington Park. This is a live look at what remains of 3 homes that caught fire on Portland Place and Vassar Avenue. We know that 3 people were able to escape from one of the homes there, 2 adults and 1 child. 2 of the homes were vacant, though, and those homes are burned completely to the ground. All of this started around 4:30 this morning, and as you can see, firefighters remain on the scene, checking for hot spots and making sure that those fires are completely out. You can get the latest information on this fire on the 5 on Your Side app.